you're waiting for the exasperation of space, right? But you might not get that. You might get this first. So just in case we get the downward movement first, we trail underneath while we hope this comes first. Okay? And if this comes first, we take profits on the exasperation of the drop, and you can hold something in. At what point is it not smart to hold something in? When this becomes a stupid space move, right? Now you don't have to hold anything, because what will happen from a stupid space move is going to be more severe. So this is a stupid space move, right? So there's no sense in, all right, I have two lots. Let me take one lot here and leave another lot in here. You're just giving up money. And take it all on stupid space moves. Okay. Yeah. So those are your normal space moves there. My whole, what I teach you to do, I teach you to take profits on in new high territory, right? But what's another way of saying that you have gone up and you've created space from the last pivot? Okay. That space has also created time. So the more time it's taken to get your new high will tend to break down more than a move, right, that has not produced as much time, which means that you have more to go typically, because tops don't happen until there's a decent amount of space and time. Does this make sense to you guys? That your bigger breakdowns occur when a good amount of time has occurred to produce your item. If a new high blast off, right? Let's take this scenario. You get something like that. Now you got the space, but without the time. Look at the time is little, but the space is big. That's going higher. Does that make sense? But if it did this, now you got the new high with time. This is the deeper esoteric way that I see markets behave. I see them at that level, you know. Is there a feel to it? Well, I mean, a new high is actually a technical item without feeling. Like, it's mathematical. 1 penny above here is new high, right? There's nothing feeling about that. That's a new high. But what I think you're saying is at the point that you feel like you should take profits is like I've got a new high forming here that has occurred with some time. It's not like that. Okay. The reason, guys, that power bars have such a high follow-through rate is that you've got space without time. Does that make sense? Like it didn't march up like this. You see this bar here? It didn't march up over time. That is the same movement, right? One movement and this movement. You see? So this doesn't have follow through like this does because it has time with it. It has time with the space. So when you've got space without a lot of time, it's usually higher. Okay. I'm saying that violence tends to beget violence. That's right, Sharman. So this is violent move up will tend to, I mean, isn't that scientific as well? What's the law behind that? Anybody know the law? An object powerfully in motion will tend to what? Anybody want to complete it to me? Stay in motion. That's Isaac Newton, right? Now, when you add time and space to that, it becomes really powerful. Violent, sudden, abrupt, initial movement. It's got to be initial. And let's talk about that too, but it's got to be initial. That will tend to stay in the same motion. What do I mean by initial? What was happening before that has to be different. This is a very important point, guys. This power bar in Starbucks is an initial motion. Why is it initial? Because what was happening to the left of it was different. You see, it's not the same if what was happening to the left is the same like this. Like here is a motion bar, but you also had the same before it. That is different. That's not initial motion. This is initial. And I train you to find the initial moves. I teach you to jump into this bar off the 200. I teach you to jump into this green bar, right? At the 50% retracement level. Right? I teach you to jump into the red bar being taken out by the green because what's to the left of it is different.